Hey guys, so I figured I would film a little update kind of Q&A type thing. So if you're wondering where I'm at, I'm actually in my living room. I have not been using the recliner like I thought I would. It's very uncomfortable. It makes me feel kind of what's the word, debilitated maybe, I prefer being in my living room because I don't want the recliner in my living room. It doesn't really go with my decor, if you will, which brings me to another thing. I am so glad before surgery we were like bam, 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 and we got everything unpacked. Bought the bed, bought the couch, everything. And the bed was actually delivered yesterday, by the way. But because of my surgery, I cannot get on it because it's too high. That's okay. It is a $6,000 bed. No, I'm not gonna talk about money. It is Tempur-Pedic. It vibrates if you want that on there. It does a zero gravity thing where it feels like you're like laying on clouds. The head can go up, the legs can go up, like a little pricey. I hope it's worth it. Becky really wanted it and she said it was super comfortable because I actually didn't go in the store with her. I didn't even go with her because I actually was doing my self-quarantine when she got the bed. So that's why I wanted to kind of film a video, because it's also supposed to be really good for people my size and whatever. So anyways, I feel like I'm rambling. I don't even know. I just feel like there's just so much. So it's now been a week and a day since my surgery, and I go through spurts where I'm in pretty decent amount of pain, and it's mainly because something that people have asked is, what medicine are you taking? Well, when I was at the hospital, I was drugged completely. I slept the whole time. I didn't feel any pain really. It was more so just like a discomfort. Couldn't move because I knew something was wrong. That type of thing. But I was really drugged. I had an epidural. I had constant IV medicine going in me. I could press a little button and I would constantly press it because I did not want to feel pain. I was taking medicine nonstop and it was crazy. But they sent me home with Tylenol, ibuprofen, and oxycodone, I think is what it's called. And I've only been taking the Tylenol and I've only been taking the ibuprofen. I will not take the oxy. I don't need it. I can withstand pain pretty well, in my opinion. So if I do feel some type of pain, I just take my ibuprofen or my Tylenol on a clock. I'm supposed to take the Tylenol every 6 hours, and I only take half of what I'm supposed to. And then I'm supposed to take ibuprofen every 4. So I'm definitely taking less medicine than they said that I can take. But it's like, if I was in excruciating pain, then I would know, like, okay, maybe I should take a little more of something. But I don't feel like I need it. I'm getting up and I'm listening to my body. They said that's very important, and I agree that's very important. Don't overdo it because you could really hurt yourself. I get up, go to the bathroom, shower. Sometimes I'll just get up to walk around my island in my kitchen or walk down the hallway, and some sort of movement. And another little update that actually kind of frustrates me, to be honest, is ever since after my surgery, my lymphedema is a lot bigger. I'm talking really big. I don't want to say it's doubled in size because that's a little exaggeratory. It's a lot bigger. And I was expecting, because, okay, so I was at the hospital for 4 days about. And when I went into the hospital, like the day before, I weighed myself because I was curious, like, how much am I going to lose, like, being in the hospital for 3 days? So the day of my surgery, I didn't eat anything at all. The next day, I was on a liquid diet. So for 2 days straight, I literally only ate nothing, actually. I think I only had Sprite. I tried a bite of Jello on day 2. Got so nauseous, couldn't do it. And then it was day 3, and then day 4, where they allowed me to start eating again. I barely could. I ate about a bite per meal. I forced myself just so I could leave the hospital, because they said you cannot leave the hospital unless you eat solid foods. So I was expecting to come home and be down like this grand amount. Don't know how, but I only lost a pound. I'm so confused. And then I started thinking, okay, my lymphedema is like so much bigger, and is this like fluid? Is this normal? Which brings me to, okay, maybe I need to talk to my oncologist. My oncologist is actually the one who did my surgery. So it all just like works out so perfect. And I do have a appointment scheduled. It's a follow-up. It's not until next month, kind of far within the month, like in the middle of the month. So the follow-up is pretty far away. I do have numbers if anything bad was to happen or anything to call those numbers, but I'm doing pretty good. Any issues I'm having, if they're not, you know, like immediate, I need immediate attention, which I haven't had any, I'm just jotting them down so I can talk to my oncologist when I see her again. And yeah, the pain isn't so bad. The pain that I'm experiencing the most is where my left ovary would have been. Obviously, I don't have it no more. Sometimes it's a burning, or it's just like a pain, a pulling. It hurts the most when I am standing, showering, laying flat, which I've been doing a lot lately. I have slept laying flat the last few nights because, like I said, I can't do the recliner. It's not comfortable. Makes me feel like, I don't know, I just don't like it. So I've been laying on the guest bedroom bed. I slept on the couch last night. Actually, it was so comfortable. That was the best sleep I've gotten, honestly, since surgery. And yeah, I love our couch. So it's like so perfect. Like everything was like definitely meant to be in that sort of thing. But yeah, the recliner, it's in the guest bedroom. Just gonna get rid of it. I mean, we were gonna get rid of it anyways after my recovery, but it's just like, it's not suitable for me right now. It doesn't work. Not comfortable. Another question, what was it? Oh, people are wondering, when is my mom leaving? Like, why has she been staying? She's been staying because it seems like every single doctor's appointment, it was some new, not like discovery, but some new situation and thing was happening. Like my mom wanted to be there for my CT scans, and she wanted to be there for my surgery, obviously, and to help me a bit afterwards. And she's leaving on the 31st of this month, and it makes me very sad. But she has a life. So yeah, that is when she is leaving. A lot of people are like, is she moving in with you? No, she is not. She's just here to help me and to be here for me, whether that's, you know, emotional support or whatever. And I know if my mom wouldn't have came during this time, she would have gotten a lot of hate saying like, oh my God, do you not care about your daughter? And the fact that she's here, a lot of people think like she's using me for money. It's like the craziest thing. I haven't given her money. She hasn't asked me for money. She don't need my money. And it's so weird because it's like, no matter what people do, there's always going to be some sort of like drama along with it. And I personally don't understand it. You know, life right now is so much more than just these stupid little dramas that are happening online. There's a lot happening behind the scenes with people in my life and things that have happened recently. And it's like, it's more than just me. It's more than what I'm going through. And it's just, there's a bigger mess of things and sadness and heartache and confusion and fear that's happening right now, revolving a lot. And it's just like, we need positivity. We don't need this like negativity or this like dissection of, oh, why is Amberlynn's mom still there? Like, it's so silly. It's because her daughter has cancer, or might not have cancer anymore, which is a whole other question I've been getting is, so does the surgery take away the cancer? Do you still have cancer? Like, what's going on with that? So with uterine cancer, if you guys don't know that, it is the slowest growing cancer you can have. So there are people out there currently and in the past who have had uterine cancer for years without it spreading. Everyone is different, but like I said, this is a true fact. Uterine cancer spreads the slowest out of any. So has my cancer spread? I don't know. What they do is, when they took out my uterus, they took out my tubes, they took out my ovaries, just all of that. I don't have any of my womanness anymore, which is really depressing to think about. That's a whole other subject. But when they took all that out, they take it and they're going to look at it and do their little doctor science magic, and they come back with a pathology report which will show if it has spread. You can do MRIs, CT scans, PET scans, all those help as well. I have not gotten my pathology. I can't fit in an MRI machine. I can't do a PET scan. When I did the CT, they said my lymph nodes are swollen. There's nothing they could do about that because of my weight. It would have put me very bad risk if they would have taken my lymph nodes or biopsied them or anything. So they weren't able to do that. So what's going to be happening is once I'm healed, I have to go back and get another CT scan, and they're going to measure my lymph nodes again and see, okay, have they gotten bigger, or are they back to normal, or are they the same? Because you can have swollen lymph nodes from anything, a sinus infection. So they don't know. So the pathology, when they look at all that, they're going to be like, oh, you did have cancer in your ovaries, or oh, you did have cancer in your tubes, or whatever. What they saw that we know now is that the cancer was not only in my uterus lining, it went into the muscle. So they're hoping that's as far as it went. I should get the pathology call probably tomorrow, because tomorrow's Friday. Today's Thursday. I haven't gotten the call yet. I probably won't. So I feel like I'll probably get it tomorrow. And if I don't, it'll be the next week after that, which sucks because it's like, I want to know. The unknown is very scary. If it has spread, obviously radiation and chemotherapy are going to be very popular topics in my life. If it has not spread, and if my lymph nodes look like they have gotten smaller, then I don't think radiation and chemotherapy are going to be even a topic of discussion. I don't know though. That's really what my my follow-up appointments for with my oncologist, who is the one who did my surgery. So it all works out pretty freaking great. And yeah, also involving like how uterine cancer is the slowest growing cancer. It is one of the only cancers as well. This is just knowledge that I have received. I'm not making this up. If I'm wrong, I'm sorry. It is one of the only cancers that you can get cured from it strictly just by surgery. So a lot of people, a lot of women have had uterine cancer, had the surgery, completely gone. After surgery, no cancer, nothing. But some people still have the cancer, whether it be it traveled there, traveled here, traveled there. You don't know that. You don't know that until pathology comes back, until you do other tests and stuff like that. In my gut, I feel like it has not spread. That's how I feel inside my gut and inside my soul, but I could be wrong. I'm not psychic, but that's just like how I feel deep down within, and I hope I'm right, but I could be wrong, and you guys will know. But yeah, overall, I'm feeling pretty decent. I feel more mentally in pain because of things that are happening right now. On top of, I never realized how much I did until I couldn't do anything, if that makes sense. Like something as simple as, I want to do the dishes. I can't do them right now. You know, it's just like little things like that. And I always thought like, oh, I didn't do much throughout the day. You know, I probably did less than the average Joe, but not being able to do anything puts into perspective how much I actually used to do, which is really weird. Anyways, I'm like rambling. I think that was all that I had to talk about. All right, done.